So, little tardy to the party, like many of the movies from the last few days. Uh, Today's movie is Juror number 2 with Nicholas Hoult, directed by Clint Eastwood. And I gotta say, this movie is pretty interesting. It delves into a lot of moral dilemma, and its story is really, really good. It's pretty simple. It is about a court case where the prosecution is trying to nail the defendant, and what seems to be an open and shut case turns out to not be, as it appears that a juror on the stand is actually the one who is at fault for the accident and the murder that was committed, and the reason the trial is meeting. It is so interesting and so well made. The ending leaves a little bit to be desired, just because I like the open-endedness of it all, but like the streamlining of the narrative could have been a little bit better. The lead up to that, because it makes it seem like there wasn't anything that was going to happen afterwards, and so it comes out a bit left field, but it's still pretty good. I'm going to give it a hand grenade score here just because it's very interesting, even though like for some parts of the movie it just reminded me of the season 4 finale of Monk, where he gets jury duty, and weirdly enough the whole like jury, all the jurors have like crazy stories, and I don't know why I kept thinking of Monk at the same time, but pretty solid. Cinematics, nothing too much. It's good, but like it was made to be a Max original at first, and then it got a limited theatrical release, and then it just released on Max again. But good enough, but nothing super overtly special. I don't even recall much of a score, although I do like how they used flashbacks in the movie. It was pretty good. Hot Pocket score here. Directing, I think it was really well directed. Maybe Clint Eastwood can get a Best Director nom. I don't know. This year is actually really difficult, in my opinion, with how overtly excellent directing has been this year. With a lot of the new releases that I have seen, I haven't even seen all the ones that could be frontrunners, but it was really good. I'm going to give them a hand grenade score here. Acting, really good performance by Nicholas Hoult. J.K. Simmons was barely in the movie, and he does a phenomenal job in like the 10 minutes he's in the movie for. And the rest of the cast is also pretty good. Toni Collette as well. But I just, I could have done with a little bit more in the acting department, just because there were some major characters that I felt like they felt more major than they actually were, and I always have issues when those characters don't shine as much with how the story is going. So I'm going to give a Hot Pocket score here, just because this movie does lean a little bit more to the less rewatchable side, but it's still worth a watch for sure. Expectations and experience, like I said, it kind of surpassed my expectations, but at the same time, I kept thinking of the Monk episode, and I'm like, I kind of just want to see that instead, because we have lovable characters that we know, and a nice mystery, and some funny moments, but this one is a more serious and philosophical take about morals, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to give this a Hot Pocket score. This is a certified Hot Pocket movie. I strongly recommend checking it out, but it's not something that you are going to be super eager to rewatch so quickly. But yeah, that's all pretty much I have for this. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Juror number 2. Subscribe if you haven't already, and other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.